want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Well, folks, obviously, after today's events, the Jets season is over. We're not even going to discuss the Jets anymore. We're just going to look ahead at the 2026 draft. There's no reason to play the games. There's no reason to show up Sunday. What I've been reading on Twitter is that the Jets season's over. There's people out there talking shit. Jets fans talking shit. Injuries happen. They're part of the game. They're unfortunate. But people taking victory laps today are disgusting. If you're one of those people, please just unsubscribe. We don't need you here anymore. We'll be okay. I promise you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You're watching The Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. It's a pleasure to have you here with me. Look at that. This is why they're legends, ladies and gentlemen. First, the big fella says we should be positive. Does it suck AVT is out? Yes. Should we do the woe is me shit? No. We still have talent. We now have a coach. Everyone grab your nuts and let's get after the fucking Steelers. Thank you. Followed by another legend, Rick Kent. I hate the negative talk. The chats are full of babies. But you know what? You two both have wrenches. Boomtown as well. I see you here. Cut people off at the throat today if any of those people decide to show up. It's game week. What are we going to do? What are we? 85 and a half hours to kick off? It sucks. There's no other way to spell it out. It fucking sucks. Night show. We do that a little more. A couple more F-bombs. Try not to get too many in, but sometimes it's called for. I needed this. Let's talk triceps and calamity. There we go, Maze. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hit the like button. We are, I think, 1 or 2 subscribers away. We're 1 away from 1,700. Oh, 2 away. Somebody left with what I just said. All right. At least say you're leaving. Just say, all right, I'm out. I can't take this anymore. Joe, don't do that, Joe. Tank the season. Hey, what if Tittman goes over and plays just as well at guard? What if Tittman is a natural guard? What if we're better off with that? What if the guy plays 17 games at right guard? I'll take that. I'll sign up for that. We never got that with AVT. We got 16, 5, 7, and 15. He's missed more than he's played. The best ability is availability. And my ability right now is to tell you to turn it up. Let's go.
It's got me.
Gentry cover the fumble!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Listen, this is how Jets fans are cut. The majority of us are built to persevere and overcome adversity. We are. It's what we signed up for with this team. Like it or not, it's what we've molded ourselves into throughout the years. It's been torture. It's been horrendous. It's been disappointing. It's been every negative adjective that you can think of. But you know what? We're still here. We still watch YouTube shows year-round. We can't wait for the next game. We can't wait for the next event to be together. We can't wait. Bart Scott instilled that in us 15 years ago. 14. 15? 15 now. Can't wait. I love being a Jet fan. It's not all coasting downhill in cruise control. It's hell. It's torture. The worst part about days sometimes are the games. But I wouldn't change the colors I wear or what's in my heart after all these years. This sucks today. I can't sugarcoat that. I wouldn't even attempt to. It would be an insult to all of you great people who watch. Losing AVT is a massive blow. You guys heard me for weeks say, we're going to run the ball off right guard. We're going to run the ball off a right tackle. We're going to run through the 2 and the 4 hole right off of AVT. It's going to be our biggest play. It's going to be Braylon Allen smashing it right up there. We saw it in the preseason. Now, you got to adjust. You got to find a way to make it work. You got to find your new bread and butter. Bread goes bad, it's moldy, throw it out, get a new loaf. Oh, I miss bread. What I would give for rye bread right now. Rye bread toast. With a little butter and peanut butter on there. And a little bit of jelly. Oh, man. What I would give for fucking toast. I guess the Jets season is toast. Because Nick said toast. What's going on with this camera? Why did you move? We good? We're good. Okay. So, all right, this sucks. So what do? We had our 14 hours to cry about it. You think Aaron Glenn's crying? You think Aaron Glenn has his head down? You think Aaron Glenn is the leader of men who's going to pout and mope around, slam his office door, close the shades, and cry on his desk? Clancy, why can't you have it one time? Dude, do you know where they sell 2 pieces of rye bread individually? No, Clancy, they come in a fucking loaf. You gotta eat the whole loaf at once if you have it before it goes bad. Rick Kent, nice quarter zip, Nick. Thank you. It's a quarter zip, as we pointed out here previously. Secret pocket right here. No other pockets, just a quarter zip. Nice. And if you're unaware, it has a little pouch to cover the zipper, so that way your neck or your beard hair doesn't get caught in it. Very good advancement in the world of quarter zips, if I do say myself. Oh, God damn. Big fella, I wish you had a YouTube show, because I would give you a massive super chat right now for this comment. No one needs the whiny Mike Greenberg bitch-ass Jets fans. Preach, brother. Preach, brother fella. We lost the fucking guard. If us losing a guard means our O-line is shit, it means they weren't good to begin with. Stop bitching. I agree. Does it hurt? Yes. Is it crippling? No. Most offensive lines in the NFL can sustain an injury. We've sustained multiple AVT injuries. He played 15 games last year. We only won 5. Let's stop acting like the whole season's down the drain. I think it was Adirondack Fly Guy, if I'm correct. I lost the comment. Too many comments came flying in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, by the way. It's the Nick Shine Show. Little surprise pop-up show. I know it differed from the schedule that we had planned for the week, but when something happens like this today, I got to come on. Tomorrow night for Clancy and others. Thursday night, 11:15 p.m. Friday, 12:30 or 12 o'clock, depending on when Jake ends on Friday. I don't know. Basically, when Jake ends on Friday, I'm going live. I put 12:30 to be safe, but we can always start it early. Sunday, watch along, 12:30 p.m. So that's your Nick Shine schedule for the rest of the week. And don't forget, when we win Sunday, I got to bring Nikki home Sunday after the game, see Sophia, have dinner with them. We'll be back on Sunday night. We're going to be rocking Sunday night. I'm not sounding like Bobby. I'm adding shows, not taking them away, Rick Kent. All right. Folks. Tittman's played guard before. He started 4 games for us a few years ago. Myers and Tittman were alternating at center for this very instance, so that if somebody got hurt, Tittman can bump to guard. Did we think we would play some games before we got to this? Sure, absolutely. We thought we would. Maybe the bye week. But here we are. 85 hours, 18 minutes away. The positive about this is that both Myers and Tittman have been working at the positions they're going to be thrown into for Sunday. Now, something we didn't even really discuss this morning on Jake's show. There was a rumor that Myers was going to start center and Tittman was going to be at left guard if Simpson wasn't ready to go. So we got to really hope Simpson is ready to go. Otherwise, now we're starting to get in there with, instead of 3 first rounders, a second rounder, and a free agent in Simpson. Now it's going to be a first rounder, a second rounder, a low level free agent, and a practice squad guy, basically. Clancy, the only thing that I saw, excuse me, my eyes are dry. The only thing that I saw was it happened in individual workouts. So I don't know if the individual workouts mean he was going one-on-one with a D tackle or a D lineman. I'm not sure. Media wasn't there, so there's no firsthand reports. That's why it took about 18 hours to get leaked. Sometimes the trolls make me laugh. Curly says it's a good thing Fields has legs because he's going to be running. Well, Curly, I don't want to break this news to you, but he was going to be doing that already. This whole game plan, if you've been watching the show, I've been telling you, was going to be Braylon Allen off of right guard, right tackle, RPOs off of that, moving the pocket, getting Fields out in the space where he can make one read on one player and run it or throw it. That's still all going to be the case. The only thing they're going to do is probably call more running plays to the left side now. But I think with Tittman as a run blocker, I don't think we're that far of a drop-off with AVT. Yes, big fella. Good call. Now, Beck is going to be... So, all right, let me break this down real quick. I don't want to bore anybody. But now when you have the fullback in the backfield, right? If you don't have the comfort of the A and the B gap on the right side, Myers, Tittman hole, and the Tittman Membu hole, you could do play action where you send Beck that way, and Beck takes the dive and takes on the block of somebody who might get beat. You can have Tittman block in and have Beck crash the 4 hole and hit who's ever in there and that can open up play action. You can have him go wide on it and crack TJ Watt and then get out into the flat. There's multiple ways you can design your offense to help mask what may be a deficiency right now. Am I upset? Sure. I was happy for the guy. He got voted as a captain in the contract year, man. I thought the sky was the limit for him. That doesn't mean Tittman can't come in and play well. So we had our 14 hours now, 14 and a half. It's time to put a little pretty bow on it and just move forward. I can't harp on negative shit. It's not in my DNA. It's not who I am anymore. And I hate when that side of me comes out. So I'm not going to do it. Let's talk about some other things. Some players who might be playing haven't been ruled out yet. Sauce's calf. I think we're all a little concerned about a calf, considering the Jets' history with AVT, with who is that real big defensive lineman? Was it Hector? No, it was the older guy. Who was the big defensive lineman who ruptured his Achilles, basically ending his career? But obviously Rodgers, Vinny. We've seen people snap Achilles. There's no reason that Sauce should push it right now. If you're ready to go game day, you're ready to go game day. Al Woods, thank you, big fella. My mind went completely blank. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally drained from today for many reasons. Little quick detour here from the Jets. I'm mentally drained because my baby girl starts high school tomorrow. That hurts. Sophia starts high school. Nick starts his senior year. And today I'm just kind of reminiscing throughout the years when she was a little baby, tucked in my arm. It hurts. She promised me when she was 6 years old she would never turn 7. Because that 6th year was the greatest year of my life. Me and her just were completely bonded and connected. And when she turned 7, she said, "I'm sorry, Daddy. But today, I'm 7." And I was like, son of a bitch. Yeah, I feel old, Mason. But, yeah, I know. I said to her, like I gave her a little father-daughter speech. And I was like, you're entering high school as a girl, and you're going to leave an 18-year-old woman. It's enjoy the time, but I'm blessed to be here for the ride with both of the kids. But I'm not going to lie, it stings. Baby girls are supposed to be your baby girls forever, and as much as we love as dads seeing them grow up, seeing them evolve and become their own person, it sucks to lose your baby girl. She'll always be your baby girl, but it's different. When you got that 3-4-year-old who she couldn't hold my hand, she would grasp my finger when we would walk around. I would give anything to go back to that. I can't talk about it. I'm going to get teary-eyed. I would give anything to go back to that. Shut up, Jerome. You're not helping, dude. Somebody boot Jerome out of the chat. Stop it, Jerome. In what part of you typing those words did you think Nick will enjoy this comment? Ladies and gentlemen, we lost a subscriber. Jerome is no longer here. Oh, all right. Oh man, we got a better chance of me enjoying Sophia getting married talk than we do of AVT playing a game for the Jets ever again. Oh, guys, you guys are kind. It's tough. If you got a baby girl, you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Yeah, Chris, what's that, man? You greet everyone but Rick Kent? Rick Kent is a legend, a shining star in the chat, a wordsmith, Typey Typerton, Words McGee, a trivia savant, etc. Shout out to Peter, who is now Bowling Jet. He messaged me today on Discord in the DM to tell me. I'm like, is this a new account? Do I have to add you to the Discord? He's like, no, I just changed the name. I'm like, okay. Folks, we got 50 of you watching. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. Joe, I need that link. We're 2 away. We lost one during the show. So maybe I told someone, if you're that type of person, don't be here. Oh, Nate is going by Biking Jet. I like it. I heard Jay Reeves is changing his name to Not Showing Up to Any Event Jet. That'll be a fun one. We'll know who that is immediately. David D is changing his name to Not a Jet. Did I do it? All right, but here we go, guys. The link is posted. Curly Norman is changing his name to Why Did I Become a Jet? Oh, come on, Jay. I could have went the other route. You want Breadcrumb Jet instead? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very long time since you've seen this caller. I would say text your friends, send out alerts right now. I'm going to play a video, and when we come back, I'll give you all time. Trust me. Notify everyone you know that what is about to happen here on the Nick Shine Show. It's a moment 6 months in the making.
Good evening, everyone. Normally, this is the part where I go into a monologue about the Jets. I got to address something first. There's been some shit talk out there about this program. Don't talk shit about my family. They're my family.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, get ready for this new showdown. I call it the anytime, any day throwdown. Nick Shine, kill these clowns till they make no sound. They lose weight, we feel great when we burn these pounds. We all know that jet green make the earth go round. Another rookie head coach, another first go round. We bleed green, each fiend hope this team win now. And twist greens in the DP where my beats are found. Shine is unite, knock the lights out of midnight. We go show for show, goon for goon. We can fist fight, I rip mics. Clemens and Williams, all the dislikes. Bunch of Jets rappers out there, they ain't this nice. I did this twice. Got a sick addiction, so the green and white's my vice. I gave it blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I paid my price. Many years on this flight, no prescription, but I need a championship in my life, yo.
For as long as I'm alive, I got your back because you always had mine. And I fucking love you guys for that. So, keep coming back. It's a fun place to be. We don't turn people away. We don't talk down to people. Maybe we the people, but that he deserves it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the return of Alan.
What's going on, Nick? How are you?
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening. First and foremost, I love the story about your kids, man. That's so awesome. How is your son doing, by the way?
Good. He's going to be a senior. He has a half a day. He's
Okay.
out by 12 every day. He goes for his driver's license test in 2 weeks on the 17th. So I just signed the paperwork today for my settlement for my ACL workman's comp injury. So hopefully they process this nice and quickly. And then me and his mom can get him a car for his birthday. If not, shortly thereafter.
I'm glad to hear that. Really enjoyed having lunch with you and your son and Chucky. It was pretty cool a couple of months ago.
Yeah, man, it was great. It was very
It-
kind of you to pick up the tab. I owe you. And like I said, next time you come out,
no
and you
problem.
come visit family in New Jersey, it's on me.
Absolutely. Couple of comments on the Jets.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
When I heard the news today on ABT, I just chuckled. I just chuckled because I was thinking both short-term and long-term ramifications. I'm thinking short-term, I think it's a devastating injury. You can't replace a guy like
Yeah.
that. I think he's their best offensive lineman. He also would be a great mentor for Membu on the right side. They
Yeah.
just don't have anybody right there now.
That connection, that chemistry, that cohesion, that being there, and AVT's played the position as well. So that knowledge that he could have passed to him, sitting next to him in every meeting room, on the bench, and after reps, and in between practice, a lot of that. I'm not going to say Membu's going to fall flat on his face, but I fully believe, as I said before, next to AVT would have helped speed the process up for him in the NFL.
Absolutely.
Now you
But
got
then
Pittman, who's kind of learning the position instead of being that good, savvy veteran.
Absolutely. But then I thought of the long-term ramifications, and I'm thinking to myself, does Darren Muji want to pay a guard $22 to $25 million a year?
Yeah.
And that's
Not now.
when I was thinking, what? Now it's over. But I thought if he played at an all-pro level, that's what he was going to get. He
Yeah.
was going to get over $22 million a year.
Yeah. If he
I
played
also
32 games, if he played all 17 and he played 32 games in the last 2 years, you would have put the injured stigma behind him. We would have forgotten about it. We would have
Yes.
said he's played 2 years in a row. But now it's a wrap.
It is. I also think that Joe Tippmann is better suited to play guard. I
Yep.
am not a big fan of him at center. I like the idea of moving him to guard. I don't think they have a true NFL starting center right now. I think they'll get one in the next 8 months in the draft. Hint, hint, Logan Jones from Iowa. Just wanted to tell you that. But I think Joe Tippmann is going to be their right guard next year. Whether they keep Simpson at left guard, I'm unsure. Worried about his back issues.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an interesting year when it comes to their offensive line on the interior. And let me go and talk about Sunday because
Hold
the
on, real quick.
injury. Go for it.
Jake Asman, member of the channel for 13 months, saying hi, Alan. Yeah, Jake, the return of Alan tonight after a 6-month hiatus. Now, just to let everybody know, Alan had reached out to me a week or two ago and texted me and said that first week of September, I'm available to get back on. I'd like to come on. Alan had planned this before today, so please don't think he's just showing up
I did.
as a troll. That he had wanted to come on and asked me at night, the first night show I do this week, which is this one, he wanted to pop on.
Yes.
So this isn't Alan trolling. This is something that
I
he
did.
had in the
It's
works.
very difficult. I did. Very difficult for me to call during the week. I actually have a job besides the job I had for 9 months. So I actually have an accounting job. So as far as Sunday is concerned, I think it's a mismatch on both sides. And I know that you're confident about them on Sunday. Defensively, I think it's a mismatch, and I'll tell you why. I know that you've been talking up Will McDonald, and you think he's going to have a big year.
Yeah.
I wonder what type of player Jermaine Johnson's going to be this Sunday. He's coming off an Achilles.
Yeah, I think we all have that concern. I don't think you're
Yes.
alone with that.
Let me give you an example. I think last year the Steelers averaged 63 offensive plays during a game. Okay. I think the Jets were 30th. They were under 60. 63 offensive plays. How many defensive plays do you think Jermaine Johnson's going to play?
I think in week 1, he plays 16 to 20. I think about 4 or 5 a quarter. I think that would be good. I don't think I want him out there a ton. I I'm going to adjust it based on his performance. If he's dominating in run, I'm going to let him keep dominating in run, and maybe I'll work some blitzes and things in to keep him fresh for the run till he gets his game wind back. But I'm going to let him try to rush the passer because their pass protection is not very good. So if I
On
can
the
get Will and
outside,
JJ
absolutely,
going,
you're
I want
absolutely
to
right.
get them going.
So you're talking about 45 snaps between Clemens, McGregor, and if they play Barron. So you're talking about 45 snaps between those guys.
Yeah.
How do you have any confidence
Well,
with the
let's
depth
adjust that
they
real
have
quick
there?
because Aaron Rodgers' offenses usually take less plays. They do.
Okay,
He
60
runs the play
plays,
clock
let's say.
down. So you're going off of last year's Steelers, but everything Packers fans told us was true. Our plays per game were down because he milks the play clock. You know, he runs it
Okay,
all the
let's
way
say
down
he
to
has
make his adjustments.
60 plays. 60 plays, okay?
Yeah, I think he
58 to
plays.
60 plays.
Yeah, I'll say he plays a third of them. I'll say he plays 20.
Okay. So you're talking about 40 plays
Yeah,
between Clemens, McGregor, and Barron.
yeah.
How do you have any confidence with those three guys making
Scheme,
plays, knowing
scheme and blitzing to mask the deficiencies that they bring in.
I
I'm going to
understand
blitz
that?
and I'm going to roll guys to that side. I'm going to have Quincy probably coming in on that side or Sherwood blitzing like a missile through that B gap to try to blow something up in the backfield so that they don't get taken advantage of. If I'm Wilkes and Glenn, I'm going to scheme it to protect the guys who may be a liability until they develop in our scheme. That's what
But
I would
that's
do
when
as a coach.
but that's when Pittsburgh opens up the 12, 13 personnel. And
And
that's
don't be
where it's going to
surprised with Phillips and Briggs now on board. Don't be surprised if you start to see Quinn and Williams lining up like a Chris Jones and going to
I
DN
could see that.
sometimes as well. He might have to.
I could see that, but that's when guys like Fryermuth and Smith can get open. That's the part of their offense that I think is a big mismatch for the Jets. I just don't think they have the guys on defense to defend that middle of the field. That's the one problem. Okay. Now let's look on the other side of the ball. Josh Myers up the middle against Hayward, Benton, and Black. Okay. We'll talk about those three guys. I worry that those guys are going to absolutely destroy the middle of the field. That is a big worry without AVT. Having Myers, who was not good last year in Green Bay. So the only way the Jets can keep this game close is they have to control the line of scrimmage and they have to control the clock. If they're unable to do so, they're going to get blown out. They're going to lose by double digits. They are. And then you go to the quarterback. And my issue with Fields is people talk about his athleticism, and he is. He's a great athlete. The two things people overlook, but they don't really overlook. He's indecisive, and he doesn't go through his progressions well at all. And that's a major factor when it comes to a game like this, because I think the Steelers' front seven, they're elite. The only way the Jets could win this game is I think they need to find a way to attack the Steelers on the back end somehow, whether it's beating them over the top with Arian Smith or trying to get the ball to Garrett in different spots. They are not going to be able to win this game strictly running the ball. I know you're talking about schemes. They have to throw the ball in this game. They have to. They cannot win the game strictly running the ball. It's just not going to work.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You're going to have to throw it. Real quick, Nate, Biker Jet with a super chat says, I just want to hear Alan say Little Ginger one time. Are you a man of the people? You're going to throw one out?
Little Ginger. Yeah, I will say that. No problem. Yes.
All right. I don't support that message, but I get it. Chris Byers with a member for 3 months super chat says, Alan, my friend, I hope everything is going well in your life. Go JETS. Much love. I'm always here for you. Support Nick Shine. He's the truth. Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys. We're here with Alan. Alan, who planned on calling in. Call lines are open. If anyone else wanted to join in, if maybe they have a morning show and an afternoon show, that would be tremendous to facilitate right here. Jake.
Oh my God. Please don't.
I would have to have Gator send me the S Maniac battle, and I would just leave.
And as far as
Oh,
this
all
season
right.
is
Let me
concerned,
counter
go for
some
it.
of these things that you're saying.
Sure.
We know the Steelers front seven is elite. You know that's
Elite.
that's a given. It's one of the best front sevens ever. They never change the scheme. They keep drafting to what they need year after year. They never have to flip flop to a 4-3. We know what they are. Absolutely. The strength
They're
that
going
we
to be
were
like
gonna have.
they're going to play mostly 4-5-2. They'll
Yeah.
play 5-2 also sometimes. They'll play their
Yeah, well,
two
5-2 is
they'll
still a
play their two
3-4. It's
linebackers
still a
active
3-4.
and
You just have the
Queen and Wilson.
linebackers up on the line more.
Yes, pretty much. Yes.
So
Hmm. Yep.
it's just a matter of the depth and based off of our formations where the linebackers line up, Watt and Highsmith. Now, the thing you can do with getting the ball downfield is going to have to start with the run game being effective, right? You get that run game being effective and they're focused on stopping the run. That's when you hit the RPOs and you get them out. That's when you maybe get Arian or Garrett on a double move and you can launch one deep. And you can't let their safeties start flying up to the line of scrimmage as the ball snaps because we can't. We've seen it when we don't have a passing threat. There's 8 guys in the box, and then the run game is tough. So there's ways to maneuver it that we've seen many teams. The first game that pops to my mind is the Jets against the 2000 Ravens when we lost to them on Christmas Day, the
Was it
last game of the year.
10-9? No, that was the earlier
99
game.
when 9-7. Al Groh, you're right.
Yeah.
That was the Chris McAllister 101-yard interception
Yeah.
return right before the half.
I remember
What
that.
did we do though? Spread them out, right? The
Yes.
best thing to do sometimes against a great front is to take them out of their strength. If you go 4 wide, you go 5 wide. Now you have an advantage. If you can scheme that, and we haven't seen that yet, that might be something the Jets are hiding for this. I don't expect them to live in that. I would expect a little bit of an up tempo at a couple times throughout the game. Maybe that muddle huddle where the Steelers can't substitute. If you break a big play with Brees or Braylon, now, okay, let's get back up to the line. Let's do it again. You know, you got to try to find the game within the game to attack somebody like this. You can't just go to the huddle, let them rest for 30 seconds, get out, line up, and beat them. You got to get creative. You got to get innovative. You got to think outside the box. You got to do things differently than sometimes you would normally do because they're great at taking away what you want to do. That being said, though, you can run on them. You can.
You could, but honestly, I think adding the beef that they did this off season, and again, I'm an Iowa guy. I watched YA Black a lot the last couple of years. Guys, 320, 325. A guy I wanted in the 5th round. I know we took Maui Goa 2 picks before him. He's a guy that you're going to plop right in the middle of the field on the first 2 downs, and he's going to be effective. I think the way you attack Pittsburgh is you got to hit Brees on the outside on just you got to throw him out. I can see Pittsburgh spying Fields with Queen. I really could.
Yeah.
And then
Here's a play that I've been dreaming, Alan. Here's a play that I've been dreaming of. Fields in shotgun, Braylon next to him, Hall next to him. Snap the Fields, play action or RPO to Allen. Brees swings behind Fields on the snap. You either give it to Allen, you keep it yourself, or you swing past it to Brees and you get him out in the flat one-on-one on a corner. So if you get that run game going and then you hit Brees on swing passes, I said it this morning on Jay. Brees is one of my potential, one of my shining stars. Tittman now is one at guard. Now you have Brees and then Will McDonald. Those guys might determine the game. If Tittman can seamlessly transition to guard, we should have a good day running the ball. What you can do with him with the A gap, you can have him double the nose. You can run Beck right through that fucking hole that Tittman would have had.
Yes.
And now you run right through there where Tittman hits the nose tackle and then scrapes to get to the next level to the linebacker. And now you got Braylon Allen running through an arm tackle of a linebacker because Tittman's on him. And Beck sealed the hole from the other side. So there's ways to do this. And I don't think we can sit here. You're of the mindset that we still have a shitty coaching staff that can't scheme effective plays. I think you're going to see a little differently. I'm not guaranteeing you we're going to win the game, but I think you're going to watch the game and you're going to text me during the game or be in the chat here and say, you know what? I see some things that we can grow upon and work on. This coaching staff actually knows what the fuck they're doing, Nick. And say that word for word in the text because I want to show it to everyone on air too if you type that. Speechless. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I've defeated Gary in arguments, and now I've made Alan speechless. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Nick Shine. Nick got this play from College Football 26. I got that play because it was my favorite play to run with Marley and Brock in 2017, the first year that Nicky played tackle. Nicky was the quarterback, and Marley and Brock were his running backs, and that was their favorite play, the ISO. It's fantastic. And it works on every level if blocked the right way. Hank G with a member for 16 months. Forgive me, 16 months. I saw the 4s in his name. If we all do 5 push-ups whenever Rodgers draws Clemens offside with a hard count, we will all be healthier by the end of the game. As long as Clemens doesn't get a roughing penalty. For those of you who missed it the other night, Alan and I have a bet. If Michael Clemens gets a personal foul, Alan gets to co-host a show here for 1 hour. If he doesn't, he's got to gift me 5 memberships. So we do have a bet going on Michael Clemens' performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Swamp Ranger with a $10 super chat. Alan, great to see you here. Great to see and hear you again. Forgive me. 1 week of college football, and it's all I need to want the Jets to have a top 3 pick. Nussmeier is a lock to the Saints, but Sellers looks very intriguing. Swamp Ranger, if I said this the other day, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, with the scheme that we have, with Fields as a quarterback, it would be a seamless transition coaching this scheme, building it for Sellers. It really would. My good friend Mark gifted 10 memberships. Mark, you're the man. They went to Swamp Ranger, who just super chatted. AJ Osborne, John LG, Jets fan forever, our buddy Dre Day, Jordan Markley, South End, John Hepburn, Jersey Jet, 3D Boxing, and Kelso Porto. Mark, thank you so much. As we say in this community, you are a nice guy. And good luck to you this year, Mark. Mark's my buddy. I saw him last week. For those of you in the Discord, I was screaming to Mark out of the 3rd story window when he was walking out to his car. I'll see you, Mark. They had me at Kennedy Park the last 2 days. I might be there for a little bit. But thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. Mark, Sunday, 12:30. I don't know what you're doing for the game, but I'm going to be live. Make sure you pop in right here, man. Trying to catch up with the chat. Let's bring Alan back. Everything good?
Sorry, I don't know what's. Yeah, everything's good. I don't know what the hell happened here.
And everyone thought that I just
you killed me. Yeah,
presented facts and you were speechless.
No problem. And then I want to talk about the season in general. One thing I worry about with this team is there is no depth. They cannot afford injuries in a number of positions. Yeah. Defensive line, wide receivers don't even have 2 stars.
I would say edge. I like our tackle
edge.
Depth now with the trades that we made last week.
Yes. Edge. I'm not a big fan of our safeties. I don't think Adams is starting safety. I think he'll start the year as a starter. I think Moore is going to start. I think Moore will be a starter by week 5 or week 6. I can't watch Tony Adams. He's a fundamentally flawed player. I worry about our offensive tackles. It's a lot of pressure.
Say Stiggers can't play, Alan. Say Stiggers can't play. Nate, now you froze him.
No, you know what the fuck? Yeah. Stigger sucks, so that's just for Nate. I worry about AZ Thomas. Okay, he sucks. He knows he sucks. He knows he sucks. AZ Thomas hasn't played one snap, so that worries me a little bit. Linebackers, I don't think we have any depth there. They better play every day. Again,
Alan, your internet's getting a little shitty, bud. And some would say this is Alan at his finest moment. Tom Ace had a comment that I'm looking for. Yeah, we also said Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick can suck my car. For those of you who don't know, Mikey Midnight, Bobby's brother, was one time a little inebriated on Bobby's show and said that Bill Belichick he could suck my car. You know what he meant. Call lines are open. All right. Thank you for trying, Alan. Thank you for trying. It was a pleasure to have you back. And for, like I said, for those of you who are watching Sunday, one of the storylines within the story of the game is, does Michael Clemens commit a personal foul? If Michael Clemens commits a personal foul, Alan will co-host this show for half the show. Granted, I'll only do a 10-minute show that day to keep you guys happy. But if he doesn't, he's got to gift 5 memberships. But he can gift 10 memberships and still get the host. So basically, he could pay to play if he loses the bet. Let's see where we're at. Did we hit it? Folks, we're at 1698. If there's any of you out there who aren't subscribed right now, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,700. The goal was 1,600 before the season. We smashed that with the preseason games. Now we're 2 away from 1,700. Be a part of history here on the channel. No, this was just a call-in. This was just a call-in. Trust me, if I could have potentially worked that. I like where you're thinking though, Nate. I like where your head's at. Nate, do you want to call in? Do we want to announce anything? Do we want to give the people a little tease? Clancy, what did I learn today? I learned that Alan's internet can't handle co-hosting for an hour. It's the best bet ever. AG's burner. My nephew tries this. He can pull up the YouTube channel, but he can't subscribe because they're not logged in. But whenever he goes to Best Buy, Target, or Walmart, my 8-year-old nephew always brings up my YouTube show and puts it on. Oh, this is fun. Chris says, Nate, call in for me. Nate says, do I want to get out of bed? No. Nate then says, Chris, call in and I will. All right. Thank you again, everyone. So, just so you guys know, the other day, our guy Kevin Tatz won the Darrell Revis helmet. Okay. Now, after speaking to Kevin, this prize that we have going on now is going to be a Braylon Allen mini helmet autograph and a Will McDonald mini helmet autograph. Now, Sunday, we could have potentially a really big prize to give away. I'm working on a Joe Namath mini helmet. If we have a big gifting day on Sunday, maybe we give the Joe helmet away on Sunday during the game stream. So save your pennies, sell some lemonade. Sunday will be a big day to gift, and if we have a big outpour, we will raffle away a Joe Namath, my first Joe Namath item on this channel. It's a Joe Namath mini helmet. So make sure Sunday you're here for the game stream, and anyone who's gifted, Mark tonight, Swamp Ranger, you guys are in for Sunday. So anyone who's gifted this week is also in for Sunday. But on Sundays, we double all raffle entries. So make sure you're here for that. I heard AVT injured his arm in a BJJ tournament. All right. I heard Nate's laid up in bed because he got hurt in a BJ tournament. Sorry, Nate. I love you. Your name was right underneath his with that comment. That's why I went to you. Usually I go to Tom Ace with those jokes. The big fella says, I would rather get the Will McDonald helmet. Namath fucked us for 50 years. Well, maybe me giving away a Namath. All right. We could do that. I tell you what, big fella. Winner's choice. Between Braylon, Will, or Joe. We'll do that on Sunday. We'll do winner's choice. You should have prizes like vouchers to the brothel. How old are you that you're saying brothel? What are you, fucking 75 years old, Blitz? Who says brothel? All right. So let it be said. So let it be done. Sunday, you have your choice of a Will McDonald mini, a Joe Namath mini, or a Braylon Allen mini helmet. We'll have one prize on Sunday. The other two will carry over to the night of the Tampa game. Nothing sounds better than a whorehouse. I know you are, Blitz. He's like 2 weeks older than me, I believe. I could see his face, though, just going, I'm your age. Blitz hangs out at the speakeasy. There we go. Let's get Blitz's old jokes going in the chat. So, again, right? There's a lot of things that we can do to exploit the Steelers. There's a lot of things that we can do to make Rodgers uncomfortable. That's where this game is going to lie. They're going to make us uncomfortable. Can we match that energy with our defense? Can we make this a 10-9 game? The less points scored, the better this is for us. Can this defense, with a lot of eyes on it and a lot of people expecting us to fail, step up and be great? Can we hit Rodgers 5 or more times? Can we get him to the ground 5 times? Can we pick him off? He'll take the sack over the interception, but can we disguise our coverages against this veteran? I say he's a genius as a quarterback. He's one of the smartest players ever. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. He knows what's coming. We saw it when he was with us. The shit talk to the safety in a Carolina joint scrimmage. Nah, back up, man. You're not coming. I know you're not coming. He knows exactly what we're going to do. Can Wilkes and Glenn build something that confuses them? Listen, sometimes you don't need the interception. A sack fumble, a ball that kicks away. Maybe Will McDonald scoops it up and we score. Special teams, flip the field, get a good return. Nick Folk, make every goddamn kick. I'm going still, man. I'm not going to waver. Like, I 16-13 Jets. I'm sticking with it. Oh, Clancy, I think the year was '09, Halloween. I think we beat Aaron Rodgers with Rex like 9-6 or 10-6. Like it was something. We were the first ones to hold Rodgers without an offensive touchdown. Hey, listen, if fucking we get 20, we should win this game. We get 20, we should win this game. Make sure you get here early Sunday. We will do members of the Discord. Here's what we'll do. It's too much to try to keep it and remember it in the chat for a 4-hour show. Members of the Discord, this is one of your perks. I'll create a game day channel and everyone puts their score prediction in. And if you hit the correct score, you'll get like bonus raffle entries. We'll do the raffle after the game ends. If you hit the correct score, you get one guess, correct score, bang. We'll give you 10 raffle entries that day. One of the perks of being a member of the Discord, folks, potential for bonus raffle entries. And it's 12 o'clock and the big fella's already playing Wordle. You son of a bitch. I'm jealous. There was a stupid word 2 days ago. I forget what word it was, but there was like 5 words it could be. And Maze, the best part about this comment, the Steelers don't either. The Steelers don't either. How is the Steelers online? The Steelers online is not great. Nate, you can't. It's just the way Discord has it set up. It's nothing to do with me or the Nick Shine Discord, the Shiners. Did we, Curly? Yeah, we still held them to no touchdowns, but Mark Sanchez threw for 256 yards. Rodgers threw for 170. David Harris with a sack, 9 tackles. I knew we held them to no touchdown. But thank you, Curly, for fact checking. I'll tell you a story about that day. Didn't go to the game. Went to my buddies. Got horrifically drunk that day. Got into a fight with the wife at the time. Not an argument. She was pissed off. We went out. We did the hold on a second. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Okay. We did the Halloween thing in the morning. Game's on. Some buddies went to the game. We're there at the post game. We're hanging out. And Nikki comes. She comes to pick me up. Nikki comes inside for a little bit. And as we're just all sitting there kind of hanging out, bullshitting, watching, one of our boys is a New York City cop. He tucked his weapon under the couch. And Nikki it was in the case, but Nikki goes to pull it out. We're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." We had to stop him. So that's what I remember most about that day. Crazy, wild times. Nothing good happened for our Jets throughout the years. I'm sorry. Sometimes things happen. Forgive me, Maze. I'm back. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm exhausted. Very long day today. I got to be up and out of the house early tomorrow morning. Got another fucking appointment to go to. We are gonna wrap this up. Call link is there. If anyone wants to call in last minute, but we will get to what did we learn. So the show going forward for this week, tomorrow night, probably closer to 11:30 than 11:15. We can't walk out a few minutes early anymore. We got to stay exactly till 11 now that school's in. So I should adjust that. Friday afternoon, 12:30. Sunday, 12:30. And then we'll be back on Sunday night after the victory. Also, I was looking on, I was Googling some stuff. How much do we miss this? How bad are we dying for this? God, man. Beating them, our last playoff victory. I could look at this picture and just remember everything about that day. Going to the store in the morning, getting all the food that we got for Alona's house, the spread, where I was sitting, the celebration afterwards. Everything about that day is still vividly etched in my mind. I miss this shit. I miss being good. I miss being relevant. I miss celebrating. I tell you what, the way this fan base is when we're bad, I can't wait to see what this is like when we're good and celebrate with you guys at the games and the tailgate, in the chat, calling in. Yeah, Clancy, a lot of interest. A lot of interest. We deserve a dynasty. We deserve a 20-year run of 10 to 14 win seasons every year. Double digits for 2 decades straight. Oh, someday, folks. Someday. Let's hope Moochie and staff can find that quarterback of the future. Bring him in. We'll get there. I promise you guys, we'll get there. But folks, when we wrap this up, what did we learn today? Drop your what did we learns. Boomtown with a comment. Oh, that's Eli stealing Boom's comment of 2029. I don't know if I can make it 4 more years. Clancy, that's my guy right now. Eli knows. I learned that Boom has been messaging Eli privately to groom him. Yeah, Clancy. Sellers is my guy. He's big, he's strong, he's fast. It would be a seamless transition from Fields to Sellers. The playbook wouldn't have to change. They're similar types of players. I got to see more of him. But right now, today, if you're telling me the Jets got to go get a quarterback, I would take Sellers. I got to see more from the other guys. If they develop if you develop into a Joe Burrow elite passer from the pocket, I could take you. But if you're not running away from the pocket and you're not that elite level of a thrower, I'll take the superior athlete. Mays, I learned that Allen cannot get online without mentioning Yaha Black. He loves him more than Nate loves Stiggers. He does. He's an Iowa guy. Eli, I learned Allen is in fact the person and not an emotionless robot. Chris, I learned about Alan's call. I learned, unfortunately, about our AVT injury. I learned a new AVT stands for Elijah Valuable Tucker. Nice. Always like, support, subscribe. Nick's toe drag swag is the trick. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are just remarkable. I love you guys. You're the best. All of you. Yes, even if you don't think I'm talking about you, I am. But folks, it's that time. Hit the Canadian flag. Send it out for Boom. What did we learn today? Don't forget, we do have the Quinnen Williams emoji in there now. We got multiple Will McDonald's. We got Jermaine Johnson with the sacks. Defense wins championships, folks. Let's hope this defense can really be elite. And of course we have Wiener Lady. Much love to Jay Graves. Yeah, the homegirl. I know her. I love her. AG, I learned what we need to shut down John Wick as a key to victory. All right, folks. Mr. Boomtown, please, good sir, if you would kindly drop it like it's hot. Tell everybody, what did Boomtown learn tonight? And don't forget, folks, we will be back tomorrow night, probably 11:30. I can't get home from the school that I'm at. I'm on the other side of town. I walk out the door at 11. By the time I get home, it's 11:25, 11:30. Boomtown says, I learned it's now acknowledged there is a definite uptick in F-bombs in the night show. The 14-hour crying session is over. Individual bread slices guaranteed at least one customer in Nick Shine. Bonus, Chris B may have a beef with Rick Kent. Alan is back. Chris B's love has no bounds. Hank G may be concerned about the health and fitness of fellow Shiners. Alan's internet sucks. Double bonus. Using the word brothel may indicate your approximate age. Weapons should always be securely fashioned under couches. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching The Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. Best thing to do when you feel yucky, dirty, beaten, go for a swim.
Yeah, no, I'm staying right here.
Oh, look at my eye! Oh, look at my eye!
You're a dick. What the fuck? What the Look at that, he's laughing.
The best part about that is it's Bobby's actual audio. And that's audio from the night where Bobby last winter, December maybe, went head to head with Jake, and there was shit talk going on back and forth by Bob. Mostly Bob talking shit, Jake having fun with it. I think, what the fuck is Craig? Craig's on that fucking show. What's he doing over there? He fucking lost his mind. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was good. Shout out to Charles today. I felt bad. I called Charles the other day and said, listen, Jake's got a posting for a social media director. Why don't you call in and interview for it Wednesday? Charles was like, well, I don't know. I was like, Charles, you're on Instagram and YouTube all fucking day. All you would have to do is take Jake's videos and share them, and then you get paid for it. You're on there anyway. Call in during the show Wednesday, 11 o'clock, and interview for the job. Put on a nice shirt, interview. And then AVT gets hurt. I had Charles, Bobby, and Beast all ready to interview for the job today. Oh, Eli. It was December, so it's his new channel. Clancy, you or Addy, you guys are good at that. If you remember what day that was or what show that was, I mean, B basically is employed by him now with the amount of emails that B sends Jake. Yeah, big fella talking shit about David T. That was Bobby. That was Bobby's what do you call it? The character, the turning point of his character. Everything's been downhill since then, man. Don't feel bad. You literally tried to help a friend out. Yeah, I did. There was a little bit of content, a little bit. Got Charles to take his shirt off and wave it over his head today and do a jet chant. Yeah, the heel turn. Yep. I'm tired, guys. I don't want to get yelled at by Boomtown. Boomtown will say to me, I learned that once we do what to learn, there's still more stuff to learn. 84 hours and 19 minutes, folks. We'll see you here Sunday. If you're not at the game, be right here, the Nick Shine Show. We'll have a watch along. We'll party. We'll cry. We'll celebrate. We'll get frustrated together. We'll be elated together. We're Jets fans. It's going to be quite the interesting day. We come out on top. Party like it's 2009, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. You are the awesome chat. We are at $16.99. If we have one person out of the 39 of you here right now who is not subscribed to the channel, could you please hit subscribe and get us to 1,700? That's the goal, 1,700 before the opener. Good night, big fella. Good night, everyone. Come on, one person's got to be watching who's not a sub. Do it. Do it, damn. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Johnny Walker Neat. Do it. Do it. Damn it. Eli, I don't drink. I'll have water and coffee. I'm actually bringing the coffee machine down here. I'm going to put it on the other side of the room, though, so I don't trip the breaker. That would suck. All right, folks. We're heading out with
I'll stay in my crib by the light, and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And let the Jets suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope we left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate, Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weed bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heartbeat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much head in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so.
Blitz got beat.
Gentry covering the bumble. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube if you don't know. The Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you don't want me to speak anymore. Bill M is typing, shut up, Nick. We got business to take care of. Tonight, the winner, you must have a sentence or a statement. No words, no emojis, no animals. Enjoy. Good luck. Go Jets. Love you guys. Stop yelling at me, Bill.